Hey guys, Spartan here for February 23rd, 2022. Let's talk about what happened today. So we came in today, we played a little bit of things to the upside in the morning, a couple scalps. It was a little bit of a choppy day in the morning to trade, a little bit more difficult. And then basically we got a feel for the downside, and we just, we rolled a ton of puts on the SPY all day long. Started out the day though with some decent equity trades. We did the CSGP long out the gate. This ended up being a pretty darn good trade, 50.84 to 59.31. So got a nice little squeeze on that. We tried some, and we did some Tesla right out the gate on the long side, which we quickly sold into the pop, into that 835 and moved our stop. Ended up not holding the pivot. We ended up getting stopped out at the entries on the rest of that. BA long we tried, didn't end up working out the gate. Same with this PALT, so we got stopped out of those two starters there. We did end up grabbing some W on the long side at 130.75, playing it into that pop into the 132 area for about a point and change. Not a bad little trade there. Tesla, we ended up actually flipping on the short side and taking it down into the 804 area for about 20 points to the downside. And then what we did is we grabbed these 700 puts on a roll, and we sold the 690s against them once the 690s caused a credit or created a credit against the 700s. Ended up getting a 540% on that put credit spread to the down, debit spread, but we have it for a credit to the downside into the close. We're holding one half of that overnight. We took some Amazon 2900s. We did the exact same thing with that. We took Amazon 2700s and then ended up selling 2690s against it for a vertical spread, and we ended up getting a credit on it, so there's no risk on that trade overnight. Now, when it comes to some of the stuff out the gate that worked pretty good on the option side, we tried a few things. AMAT, it was holding up, didn't end up working. We ended up getting stopped out of that trade on that starter position. And then we took some DKNG on the long side. We took the 21 calls, which ended up working nicely. We almost got those in the money. About a 80% trade on that. I'll have to look at the numbers. I can't remember exactly. We took CVX 136 calls, which ended up working nicely for over 100%. And then basically we did a ton of SPY puts. So we were in right out from the start of the day. We did a couple different puts. The 427s, 425s, 424s, 423s, 422s. We also did in the high conviction area the 420s for Friday and the Friday 422s and 420s that we rolled into. Both of those did quite well. In the high conviction area, we try to do some UPST as well on the long side, which ended up not working. So kind of a mixed bag, but overall the SPY made up for it. Just rolling and laddering down on that. Didn't really get our feet under us until after that morning session concluded. And then it was a little bit more smooth sailing. When you get this type of tape, it always feels like, you get these pulls and then pulls and pops. If you do play daily contracts, definitely makes sense to be selling into that price movement to the downside, because the premiums get yanked right when the names start to bounce. So a little bit, definitely more of a difficult day to trade. Took a little bit to get a little bit of time to get the feeling under your feet, but ended up being okay at the end of the day there. So happy with that. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It's gonna be an interesting day. Market is a little extended to the downside now. We are right into those January lows. Inverted head and shoulders did confirm the break to the downside. And one thing to also keep an eye on is obviously the VIX. VIX has been leading the market a lot intraday, and we can see that the VIX is not extended to the upside, and it probably won't be opening up extended to the upside. It's actually a pretty muted move. Another thing to note with the market move today, guys, is the volume. It wasn't very robust, and we had a huge move. So we'll see what happens tomorrow if that volume picks up. One thing I'm noticing is the higher quality mega cap names are starting to come in a lot more, like Apple, Microsoft, etc., which can cause further selling to the downside. And you'd expect names like Tesla that are typically highly retail owned to start to see, if we get another move like tomorrow, some margin calls probably start kicking in on Friday. You may get some tomorrow, but I'm not thinking it's it wasn't that big of a move today, but you know, we'll see what happens. Anywho, that's it, guys. We do stream from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. every single day. Feel free to reach out, SpartanTrading.com, if you do have questions, or join us for in chat. We are live guiding the movements all day, especially on the market. I'm nonstop on the SPY, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We do have another video coming out tomorrow, educational video, and then obviously daily recaps every single day. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. See you guys.